Get some popcorn. Let's go boycott our parents' dinner. And enjoy. The Empire Strikes Back in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. How would it work? Before we start, this is speculation. None of this has been officially confirmed as of yet, and if you haven't watched how The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith or A New Hope would work, I will leave links in the description down below. Without further ado, let us begin. The Battle of Hoth. As the Rebel Alliance attempt to prevent the Empire from detecting their presence, the Imperials dispatch a series of probe droids across the galaxy to identify the Rebels' whereabouts, while Luke is on patrol and Han and Chewie investigate a disturbance in the perimeter, which is Imperial. The playable characters and vehicles for the Battle of Hoth will be Hoth Luke Skywalker in his snowspeeder, and Pilot Wedge Antilles in his snowspeeder. The mission will have 3 objectives, and these are: the first objective is that you are to blast the first wave of the Empire's invasion, which are many probe droids, and with the probes having 4 hearts of health each, you are to destroy 25 probes. The second objective is that you are to blast the second wave of the Empire's invasion, which are many AT-STs, and with the walkers having 4 hearts of health each, you are to destroy 12 walkers. The third objective is you are to blast the third wave of the Empire's invasion, which are many AT-ATs, and you are to use your tow cable, swing round 3 walkers and immobilise them. The fourth objective is, as your snowspeeder has been damaged, you are to crash land nearby an AT-AT, you are to go to it, use your cable and climb up to its belly, you are to equip the thermal charge and your lightsaber, you are to cut a hole and throw the charge in its reactor core to destroy the walker. As the Empire's operation managed to scatter the rebels retreat, while Luke and R2 travel to the planet of Dagobah to search for a Jedi Master, the Master who instructed Ben Kenobi, while Han, Leia and 3PO attempt to escape the clutches of the Empire. The playable characters and vehicles you will have unlocked are Hoth Luke Skywalker, Pilot Wedge Antilles, Dak Rauta, a Hoth Rebel soldier, an X-Wing pilot, a probe droid, a snowspeeder, and an AT-ST. The escape from Echo Base. As the Empire have broken through the Rebel defences, the Imperials are advancing to infiltrate Echo Base and eliminate the threat of the Rebel Alliance, while Han, Leia and 3PO attempt to search for a way to escape the advancing Imperials. The playable characters for the escape from Echo Base will be Hoth Han Solo, Hoth Leia Organa and C-3PO. The mission will have 5 objectives, and these are: the first objective is, as you're in the control room and as the blast doors have been blocked by an avalanche, you are to use the debris and build a turret for you to be able to blast the blockage. The second objective is, as the Imperials have entered Echo Base, you are to blast the incoming waves of snow troops and you are to proceed down the corridor. The third objective is, since you aren't equipped with any explosives, you are to go through any blast doors which are available which aren't blocked and solve a puzzle by figuring out the path to reach the Millennium Falcon, and the puzzle is that you're in a maze. The fifth objective is, as the Imperials are in pursuit, while the engines on the Falcon warm up, you are to blast the incoming waves of snow troops and destroy their E-Web turrets to not damage the Falcon significantly. The playable characters and vehicles you would have unlocked are Hoth Han Solo, Hoth Chewbacca, Hoth Leia Organa, C-3PO, a Snow Trooper, and the Millennium Falcon. The search for the Jedi Master. As Ben has given the location of the Jedi Master to Luke, in order for him to become a Jedi, he must search for Yoda to complete his training and finish what he started. The playable characters for the search for the Jedi Master will be Pilot and training Luke Skywalker and R2-D2. The mission will have 5 objectives, and these are: the first objective is that you are to battle the many creatures lurking in the swamps and on the surface. The second objective is that you are to proceed to search for the Jedi Master, and at times, you will need to use the Force and use objects in your surroundings to form a bridge to allow you to get across, or else you'll drown, or you'll be in a confrontation with many of the creatures lurking in the swamps. The third objective is, as you found the location to set up your camp, you are to use the Force and construct your camp. The fourth objective is, as you found the Jedi Master, Yoda, you are to undergo training with him, and there are many lessons, which vary from attacking, to defending, to understanding and timing. These 4 aspects will have a duration of 2 minutes each, as it teaches you brand new ability combinations, how to attack, how to defend, how to time when to attack and defend, and how to understand the opponent you will encounter by stating its strengths, weaknesses, and it allows you to exploit their weaknesses. The fifth objective is, as you're going to be tested with these brand new skills, Yoda wants to assess if you're capable of becoming a Jedi, and you are sent into a cave. The cave is designed to cause fear and learn the ways of the Force, to learn the ways of being a Jedi. As Darth Vader appears, you are to pause and understand Vader, his fighting patterns, his strengths, his weaknesses, and time when he attacks or defends, as it allows you to exploit his weaknesses. With Vader having 8 hearts of health, you are to use what you were taught and deplete his health, to be a step forward in being closer to becoming a Jedi. As Luke senses that Han and Leia are in danger at Cloud City, Luke considers making a rational decision by attempting to rescue Han and Leia, rather than remaining on Dagobah to complete his training and finish what he started. Force Ghost Ben Kenobi appears with Yoda, and they both warn Luke of the consequences that none of them can get involved, and Luke will be alone to face Vader. The playable characters and vehicles you will have unlocked are pilot and training Luke Skywalker, Yoda, Luke Skywalker's Red 5, and R2-D2. The Betrayal at Cloud City. As Han and Leia are wanting to travel to a planet which isn't occupied by the Empire, Han decides to reunite with an old friend and smuggler, Lando Calrissian, and unfortunately for Han, Leia, Chewie and 3PO, Lando baited them all into a trap, and since Jabba the Hutt has placed a bounty on Han, Boba Fett and Vader decide to freeze Han in carbonite, while Luke isn't far behind. The playable characters for the Betrayal at Cloud City will be Administrator Lando Calrissian, Bespin Leia Organa, and Chewbacca with C-3PO on his back. The mission will have 5 objectives, and these are: the first objective is that you are to call for reinforcements. Bespin guards will deploy to your position and will blast the incoming stormtroopers proceeding to your location, and you will be able to press through the corridors to potentially rescue Han, who has now been frozen in carbonite. The second objective is you are to proceed to an elevator to reach the floor of the landing bays, and you are to eliminate the stormtroopers guarding the elevator. The third objective is, as Boba wants you captured or dead, he decides to plan a diversion by separating the battle with the stormtroopers and the Bespin guards, and you, playing as either Lando, Leia, Chewie, or damaged 3PO. You are to confront Boba, and with Boba having 8 hearts of health, you are to chase him through the corridors and into some rooms, and attempt to blast him from behind, as if you're able to blast his jetpack, his health will be depleted significantly, and Boba will be on the ground, rather than being in the air. The fourth objective is you are to override a control panel, to find which bay Slave 1 is in, and you are to proceed through the corridor and override the control panel to Slave 1, to grant you access into the bay. The fifth objective is you are to blast the engines of Slave 1, while blasting stormtroopers simultaneously, and you are to proceed to the Falcon and escape. As Lando, Leia, Chewie and 3PO have escaped, Luke is forced to confront and duel Vader, and he is faced to suffer the consequences for his rational decisions. The playable characters and vehicles you will have unlocked are Administrator Lando Calrissian, Bespin Leia Organa, Bespin Han Solo, Chewbacca with C-3PO on his back, a Bespin guard, a Stormtrooper, and Lobot. The Confrontation with Darth Vader. As planned, Vader and the Emperor are attempting to turn Luke to the dark side, as he'll be a powerful asset or ally, and Vader attempts to influence Luke, and his resistance is impressive. Most impressive. The playable characters for the Confrontation with Darth Vader will be Bespin Luke Skywalker and R2-D2. The mission will have 5 objectives, and these are: the first objective is, with Vader having 8 hearts of health, reflecting back to your training at Dagobah, you are to understand Vader, analysing his strengths and weaknesses. You are to time when Vader attacks and defends, and you are to evade or block the incoming strikes Vader is inflicting onto you, as he will be vulnerable for a short period of time, and it will allow you to deplete his health. The second objective is, as you fall into a tube and you're about to be frozen in carbonite, you are to force jump and climb up the pipes, as if you backflip behind Vader, you will be able to deplete his health significantly, or you can deplete his health like you did in the first objective. The third objective is, as Vader is stunned, you are to kick Vader, and as he falls, you are to pursue him through a tunnel, and as you're faced to confront Vader, you are to dodge all of the objects Vader is force pushing at you, and you are unable to force push objects back at him, or else he'll smash them. As Vader has shattered the glass window, it sucks you out and you are able to climb onto the balcony and attempt to search for Vader. The fourth objective is Vader is enraged and ruthless. You are to evade and block the strikes Vader is inflicting onto you, or else he will deplete your health significantly. The fifth objective is as Vader has reacted out of emotion and lost control, you have the opening and the opportunity to damage Vader. As Vader has cut off your hand and admits he is Luke's father, Leia forces Lando to search for Luke, and while Luke falls through a tunnel, he calls for Ben, and as Ben stated, he's unable to get involved. He calls for Leia to rescue him and get Luke some medical attention. The playable characters and vehicles you would have unlocked are Darth Vader, Bespin Luke Skywalker, an Imperial shuttle, an Imperial officer, Boba Fett, Slave 1, and some characters I forgot to add which you would have unlocked were General Veers, Boss, Dengar, IG-88, Forlorn, and Zukas. How would you want the Empire Strikes Back to work? Please let me know in the comment section down below, as I would love to know. Feel free to give me your feedback on the video, and make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, join our Discord server, and if you have the willingness to donate, support me on Patreon. All the links to my social media platforms can be found in the description down below. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure that you do give the video a like, as I know you want content to be uploaded. Subscribe to the channel to be part of our community, along with turning on notifications, as you will be able to not miss out on any content that I upload. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.